Get ready for the action, because we are diving straight into the intensity of Formula One. Charles Leclerc has opened up about his deep dive into Lewis Hamilton's career, revealing the secret ingredient behind the Britain's record-breaking success, and even exposing his biggest weakness. We break down exactly what Leclerc has learned from his teammates' relentless professional approach, and what that means for Ferrari's title hunt right now.
Never get caught with a dead phone again. This INIU portable charger is compact, travel-friendly, and gives you fast 45-watt charging with a built-in USB-C cable, so there's no need to carry extra cords. With 10,000 mAh power, it's perfect for busy days, trips, emergencies, or anytime your battery drops too low. Grab yours on Amazon through the link in the comments before your phone hits 1%.
Next up, we look at the seismic shifts happening in the engine room. Red Bull Powertrains, in a massive strategic partnership with Ford, has unleashed a 2026 debut power unit that is already being rated as joint best alongside Mercedes. We explore how this audacious engineering feat, built from the ground up, is changing the landscape of Formula One. The power plays continue as we turn to the regulatory landscape. We investigate how the extra component allowances for Red Bull and Audi are setting the stage for 2027, giving these newcomers a decisive edge. This is a masterclass in how teams use regulations to gain an advantage and redefine competition. And finally, we catch up on the rising stars. Rafael Câmara on Invicta Racing is talking about his strong early season performances and his title ambitions. He shares how preparation, including extensive simulator work for new tracks like Miami, is fueling his push toward a championship win. Don't miss the rest of this explosive broadcast. Charles Leclerc has uncovered the key to Lewis Hamilton's sustained Formula One success, identifying it not as a specific trick, but as the relentless precision of his overall professional approach. In an exclusive discussion with Sky F1, Leclerc revealed that his deep analysis of Hamilton's methods, from paddock arrival to in-car preparation, has illuminated the consistent Hamilton method that underpins the seven-time champion's achievements. Leclerc noted that while driving techniques vary, the foundational approach remains constant. Despite scrutinizing his teammates' preparation, Leclerc has maintained a strong competitive edge, consistently outscoring Hamilton throughout 2025 and into the 2026 season. Currently sitting third in the Drivers' Championship, Leclerc remains focused on achieving a world championship with Ferrari, driven by an emotional connection to the Scuderia. His motivation stems from repaying the team that has been his life's focus. However, the conversation also touched upon a critical divergence in preparation philosophy, particularly concerning simulator use. Hamilton is known for his old-school approach, having largely dismissed simulator use, citing a lack of interest and finding it a waste of energy, preferring to rely on instinct once on the track. This contrasts with the modern push by Ferrari, led by Fred Vasseur, to utilize advanced simulators to unlock potential performance. Following a disappointing weekend where the simulator setup did not translate effectively to track performance, Hamilton expressed his frustration, stating that the setup did not work as expected. He announced a shift in strategy, opting to pull back from the simulator between races, returning to his core instinctual approach. This highlights a significant divide between the reliance on virtual data and the driver's innate, real-world feel, a tension that defines modern Formula One preparation. Alpine is on the verge of a significant rebranding, potentially adopting a new name starting in 2027, driven by a major sponsorship agreement. This development signals a major strategic shift for the team, indicating increased investment and a fresh direction in the competitive motorsport landscape. Industry observers are closely watching the negotiations surrounding this potential name change, as it is expected to reshape the team's public identity and market presence over the coming years. In a seismic shift within Formula One, Red Bull's in-house engine project, in strategic partnership with Ford, has emerged as a formidable challenger, sending rivals reeling. What began as a nascent operation 5 years ago has rapidly evolved into a genuine powerhouse, delivering a 2026 debut power unit that paddock insiders are already rating as joint best alongside Mercedes, or at worst, a close second. The critical development comes with extended component allowances for 2027, granted to newcomers Red Bull and Audi by rival teams. This move is poised to give the Milton Keynes outfit a decisive competitive edge. Red Bull Powertrains, working with Ford, has executed an audacious engineering feat, moving beyond mere collaboration to true manufacturing capability. The journey to this milestone was arduous. Following the withdrawal of Honda and a failed Porsche venture, Red Bull committed to building its own facility. Starting in a rudimentary setup, the team scaled rapidly, recruiting around 700 specialists and establishing dedicated factories in Milton Keynes, underpinned by significant investment in advanced simulation and testing. Ford joined in early 2023, contributing crucial expertise across combustion engine development, battery technology, electric motors, power unit control software, and advanced manufacturing techniques like 3D printing. This partnership has accelerated progress on the complex 2026 regulations, including sustainable fuels and a hybrid power split. The resulting Red Bull Ford Powertrains unit, codenamed DM01, made its competitive debut in 2026. Despite minor early season glitches, performance has been consistently lauded, with sources like McLaren CEO Zach Brown describing it as very, very strong and Laurent Mekies calling it one that clearly exceeded expectations. Crucially, a regulatory exception provided the newcomers with greater allocations of key components heading into 2027. Intended as a safety net, this has transformed into a performance multiplier, allowing Red Bull to run units more aggressively and iterate faster. Analysts suggest that if established teams had anticipated this level of speed, they might not have offered the support. This achievement marks a historic milestone for Red Bull Racing, becoming the first modern outfit to design and build both chassis and power unit in-house. Ford's involvement has compressed development timelines through global manufacturing prowess, turning theoretical concepts into track-ready hardware at unprecedented speed. With chassis upgrades bolstering performance and the power unit showing improvement, Red Bull Ford Powertrains enters 2027 with significant momentum. As the internal combustion emphasis is planned to increase, aligning with Ford's support, rivals are recalibrating. This story of vision and execution proves that bold newcomers can challenge entrenched giants, signaling a potential new era in Formula One engineering. Rafael Câmara of Invicta Racing is establishing himself as an early season championship contender in Formula 2, following a promising start to the 2026 season. The Brazilian driver has secured 2 podium finishes in the opening 2 rounds, both in feature races, signaling strong preparation from his new team. Speaking to Scuderia Ferrari Driver Academy, Câmara detailed the preparation process, emphasizing a focus on incremental progress. He stated, "I think we did a good job in the post-season test and pre-season, preparing well for the season. I'm still getting more familiar with them. It's quite early in the season, so it's difficult to say how it will go." He stressed a race-by-race approach, focusing on the immediate next step to navigate the long season successfully. Câmara has been particularly focused on preparing for the new venues of Miami and Montreal, utilizing extensive simulator work to familiarize himself with the tracks and optimize setup strategies. He noted that because these tracks are new, a shared starting point, where no one is familiar with the circuit, may offer an advantage. He remains confident about his upcoming performance in Canada, having secured a second consecutive feature race podium in Miami. Reflecting on his career trajectory, Câmara highlighted the strength he gains when starting in new categories. He mentioned that his ability to maintain rhythm in new environments has been a key asset, allowing him to consistently push forward. Focusing on the present, he concluded that while aiming for the lead, his strategy remains race by race, learning from every event. The team is performing well, and they are focused on refining their performance and learning from any setbacks to build strength throughout the championship.